Hello everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. I am so excited for today's easy and delicious chicken dinner recipe. We are going to be making my creamy mushroom chicken, and this dish is an explosion of all the best flavors. It's such a great comfort food. You have that crispy roasted chicken over a bed of creamy mushroom sauce, and it goes so well with pasta, rice, mashed potatoes, or you can enjoy it just on its own. Plus, it's super easy to make. We'll start with that creamy mushroom sauce with lots of mushrooms combined with garlic, onions, herbs, spices, a little splash of white wine in there. And then we'll season the chicken with dried garlic and onion, some spices like smoked paprika, and then we'll arrange the chicken over the mushrooms and then place everything into the oven for about 45 minutes until that chicken is roasted and crispy on the outside and that mushroom sauce is bubbling away. The aroma is simply mouthwatering, and we've been having this dish on repeat. Head on down into the video description box for the recipe link. I'll have all the measurements up on my website for you. And now let's make a delicious chicken dinner. Start by preheating your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, and we also need to preheat a large frying pan over medium-high heat, and we're going to start with the mushrooms first. I have 1.5 pounds of classic white button mushrooms, and I cut these into quarters. You can use other varieties of mushroom for this recipe as well. And once this pan is nice and hot, we're going to add in our mushrooms without any butter or oil and let them cook away until all that moisture has evaporated, and then we'll season. And that's the key to getting a really great mushroom sauce, so it's not watery. Let all that water evaporate and then add your seasonings. Add in your mushrooms. And then we'll toss these every couple of minutes and cook until all that moisture has evaporated. With all that moisture cooked out of our mushrooms, we're going to add in about 1.5 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons of butter. And I love using salted butter for cooking. And we'll need 1 large diced sweet onion. Combine the onion with the mushrooms. We're going to let this cook away for about 5 to 7 minutes until the onion is translucent and tender. To our mushroom and onion mixture, we're going to add in about 6 to 7 minced garlic cloves. Gotta have lots of garlic. And now it's time to get everything seasoned. So we'll add about 2 teaspoons of sea salt, and you can adjust this amount to taste. Ground black pepper. We'll need about 1 tablespoon of fresh thyme, 1 teaspoon of dried basil, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, and 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. Mix this all together and cook for about a minute. And then pour in 1 cup of dry white wine. This mushroom mixture with the garlic, the spices, the herbs, and the wine smells so incredibly delicious. Once you pour the wine in, just let it simmer away for about 5 to 7 minutes until almost all of the liquid has reduced and evaporated. And if you prefer not to use wine in your cooking, you can always substitute the wine with chicken broth and add a splash of lemon juice to add that little touch of acidity. And once that wine has reduced, we're going to sprinkle in 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour. And this is going to help thicken our mushroom sauce. Toss that with the mushrooms and let this cook for about a minute. Next, add in 1 cup of chicken broth. And we'll need 1¼ cups of half and half. You can also use heavy cream. The half and half is just a little lighter option. And then mix everything together. Bring the mushroom sauce up to a simmer over medium heat, and you want to stir or whisk this constantly and cook it for about 4 to 6 minutes until it's really nicely thickened, and then we'll remove it from the heat. Set aside that creamy mushroom sauce for now. Keep it warm on the side. We'll switch gears and season our chicken next. We'll need 3 pounds of bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs, chicken drumsticks, or chicken leg quarters. I'm going to be using about 7 chicken thighs for today's recipe. And the first thing we'll need to do is drizzle some avocado oil over the chicken, and this will help all of our spices and seasonings stick to the skin, to the outside of the meat. Give that a nice drizzle all over. Next, season generously with sea salt on both sides. Next, season and sprinkle the chicken with some dried garlic, dried onion, smoked paprika, one of my favorite spices for chicken. I feel like it adds so much incredible flavor and aroma. Touch of ground black pepper all over. Next, you want to transfer that creamy mushroom sauce into a large casserole pan. And if your frying pan is deep enough, or if you're using like a saute pan, you could probably get away with placing the chicken right on top and not using a secondary pan. Spread that evenly all over. And then we'll place our seasoned chicken over this bed of creamy mushroom sauce. And our creamy mushroom chicken is ready for the oven. It's going to roast at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for about 45 to 55 minutes until the skin is golden brown and crispy on the top and the internal temperature reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit. If you are using whole chicken leg quarters, those usually take just a little bit more time, so I'd add probably another 7 to 10 minutes. I just took my chicken casserole out of the oven and look at all that gorgeous bubbling cream sauce around the sides, and our chicken skin is golden and crispy. I'm just gonna let this cool down for about 15 to 20 minutes and then we'll dig in to enjoy. And with this dish, I like to set aside the chicken first and then scoop up some of this incredible creamy mushroom sauce, and we're going to put this into our plate first. And if you were serving this with pasta or rice or mashed potatoes, you want to put the bed of this creamy mushroom sauce on top, and then we'll add our chicken. Make sure to get lots of that creamy chicken sauce onto each chicken bite. And that's it for my creamy mushroom chicken recipe. This smells so good when it's in the oven. The aroma of that chicken slowly roasting away over a bed of garlicky mushrooms is simply divine. It's so mouth-watering. For the full list of ingredients and the printable instructions, don't forget to head on down into that video description box and over to my website. Meanwhile, let's dig in to enjoy this while this chicken is still piping hot. I love to add lots and lots of sauce, just like dip it in there. Make sure it's well coated because you want all that incredible flavor from the sauce. Wow, that was an epic bite of delicious and juicy chicken. It was so incredibly tender and flavorful, and I love all that incredible, rich, hearty, creamy mushroom garlic sauce that's coated on the outside. That chicken has that little touch of smokiness from the smoked paprika, and it is an incredible dish. I can imagine this paired with some pasta. It would make for an epic dinner. We have been absolutely loving this incredible and easy chicken recipe, and I hope that you enjoy it at home too. Thank you so much for watching my latest episode, and I'll see you next time with a new recipe.